Hi. Goal setting and achievement, time management, communication skills, stress management, decision making, creativity and innovation, self-management, leadership development. We all would want all of these things to be improved in our workforce, in our employees, in our organization. Simi, do we have one technique or one magic wand with which we can improve all of these things? I wouldn't call it a magic wand, but yes, we have one technique, and we definitely do have one technique which I very strongly recommend, I very strongly endorse, and that is called NLP. We all know Neuro-Linguistic Programming. All right, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, we don't know whether it really works, whether it is actually functional, whether it actually has an impact, whether it actually brings about a real difference, like we do an evaluation, can there be a measurement to see that there has been a needle movement? We definitely can with Neuro-Linguistic Programming. All of these things in our employees can be improved with one technique, with one science, which is Neuro-Linguistic Programming. How? Goal setting and achievement. So NLP has various tools, has various techniques, which you say all the courses and all the trainings have. Yes, I am with you there. All the trainings and all the courses have. However, NLP, which is Neuro-Linguistic Programming, is what? It is a study of the environment. It is the study of the environment and our perspective of the environment. And it is our perspective of the environment which clearly defines, which lays out how we behave in an organization, in our lives, in our professional and personal lives. That is what NLP is. Our perspective of our environment, which defines, which decides, and which actually is the reason for the way we behave in a given setting, be it in the professional life or in the personal life. So it's not really the work environment which is the culprit, which is the cause of stress, the cause of discomfort, the cause of feeling low, the cause of feeling that you haven't achieved anything, the cause of self-doubt. It is not the work environment that is doing that, or our familial relationships that are doing that, or our relationship with people. Those are not at fault. It is actually how we are looking at them, how our environment is, which has set our perspective and our shades with which we are looking at a given situation, and that's why we behave accordingly. And that is Neuro-Linguistic Programming. We behave accordingly, and the behavior comes out in the form of verbal and non-verbal. So verbal and non-verbal cues. So communication, how we communicate, verbally and non-verbally. How we communicate is how we are thinking. How we are thinking is what our perspective is. How our perspective is formed is from our environment. So once we know Neuro-Linguistic Programming, and once we do framing, reframing, sensory acuity, once we do anchoring, once we do swish model, and all of these very real time, very effective models, it brings about a shift in the perspective of people, a paradigm, not only a map shift, but a paradigm shift, wherein people are actually able to, not that their environment changes, no, they step back, and then they look at it from a detached perspective. Okay, this is how I am looking at that thing. This is how I am looking at that thing. This is not, it is actually, I'm looking at that thing because of my past, present, future, upbringing, whatever, because of my filters. I'm looking at it that way. This is how I'm communicating. So I'm going to change that. My situation stays the same, but I'm going to change my behavior. I'm going to change what I'm saying. I'm going to change what I'm saying. And that's when neuroscience kicks in. The sister of Neuro-Linguistic Programming, the sister kicks in, neuroscience, where in neuroscience, we don't know this. It happens at a beautifully subconscious level, beautifully underground level, wherein the Neurons get fired, they get fired, then they get wired, and then we behave a certain way. If we really want to bring about changes, real changes in our employees, because that is equal to lead to changes in our overall revenues, the profitability, the balance sheet, the P&L. We want to bring about changes in that. Let's work with NLP. Any of you people who are watching me right now, and if you're interested in bringing about these changes in your organization, I stand by my word. And we can bring about that change. I guarantee. Thank you.